Good morning, students. Today, we are here to study the second poem in your book, Fire and Ice, written by Robert Frost. It's a very short poem of 9 lines. It is inspired by Dante's Inferno. Dante's Inferno is a book which states that sinners live in fire like hell and are submerged in a lake of ice. So these two things, fire and ice, are used symbolically in this poem. Fire represents desire and ice represents hatred. In this poem, the poet elaborates this idea. So let's read the poem first. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. In this poem, fire represents desire and ice hatred. The poem Fire and Ice is predicting the end of the world. Fire and ice, being the two vices in which the speaker discusses, could possibly lead to the end of our existence. He means to say that either the world will end when the temperature goes very high or it goes very low. But these are both the symbolism of desire and hatred. These two human emotions are capturing all humanity and would lead to the destruction of life on this planet. Let's first discuss the rhyming scheme of the poem. Some say the world will end in fire. Now here, fire, desire and fire. All the words in red symbolize A. The bold ones B, ice, twice, ice and suffice. For C, we take hate and great only. So the rhyming schemes goes A, B, A, B, C, B, C, B. Now let's come to the explanation part. The first 4 lines. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. Now the poet says that some people in this world have the opinion that the world will end in fire, but on the other hand, the other people feel that it would end in ice. He says, from what I've tasted of desire, whatever I've seen in this world, that desires are overtaking all humanity, I also favor fire. He is also of the opinion that the earth will end in fire. The poem expresses the profound idea that the world would end in either of the two ways, either by ice or fire. One group is of the opinion that someday the earth's core will get so heated up that it would lead to fire, destroying the earth's surface. The rise in temperature, global warming, as we all are discussing these days, is the burning issue. On the other hand, the second group says that if the temperature goes down to an extent that makes life on earth impossible, it would have the same catastrophic effect. Catastrophic means disastrous effect. Same way as the fire can destroy earth, similarly, ice can also do the same. The poet then compares fire and ice with destructive features of human emotions, that those are desire and hatred. He says that from what he is aware about, he found that people are becoming the slaves of their emotions. Emotions have started ruling them, and the consequence of unmonitored longing is chaos. The last 5 lines. But if it had to perish twice, perish means to die, to finish, to come to an end, I think I know enough of hate. He says if the world has to end twice, once if it has ended with fire, second time it would surely end with ice. He says, I think I know a lot about hatred. People hate each other. They have stopped being compassionate towards each other. Their reason of hatred could be caste, color, religion, any other reason could be there. To say that for destruction, ice is also great. He says ice means hatred, means people are becoming cold blooded towards each other. They are cold. So same way, this is sufficient. This ice would be sufficient to destroy the world. Then by not waiving off the first option of fire, he considers if the world has to expire twice, ice would be equally competent in ending it. He brings about a contrast between ice and hatred. The human capability of insensitivity and hatred has the potential for inner destruction. Though slow and steady, it has the same effect that desire has on us. When one desire fulfills, the another crops up. We fulfill that one, then the third one. Same way, it becomes a never ending process, and it is enough for the destruction. Same way, hatred also grows and grows and is would be responsible for this world to come to an end. So ice would be just as good as fire to destroy the world. Coming to the literary devices, rhyming scheme we've already discussed. Assonance. Assonance is the repetition of vowel sounds in the same line. The line, I hold with those who favor fire. Here we have long O sound. So here it is assonance. Then alliteration is the repetition of a consonant sound. Like we have favor fire. F sound is repeated. World will. W sound is repeated. Imagery is used to make readers perceive things involving their five senses. Some say the world will end in fire. It arouses all our five senses. We start imagining. To say that for destruction, ice is also great. Next one is anaphora. Anaphora means the repetition of words or any expression or a phrase. Now some say is repeated in line 1 and line 2. Next is personification. Now here fire and ice are personified because they've given that power to destroy the world. It's shown that they have the mind of their own and the power to destroy the world. So fire and ice are personified here. Now let's come to a quick summary of the poem. Robert Frost's poem is a strong symbolic poem where fire is used as the emotion of desire and ice that of hatred. He has used the idea of two groups who have their own possible explanation for the end of the world. One is of the opinion that fire alone can destroy each and every possibility of life on earth, while the other thinks that if ice as a result of extreme low temperature could cover the earth's surface, it would lead to the end of the world. Thus, the poem very artistically underpins the philosophy that we let our emotions rule us, and if we don't control them, they will surely bring us all on the verge of chaos. I hope now you have understood the poem well. For any suggestions, use the comment box. Thank you.